What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, we're ready to get right into the week. We're going to be talking about the Love Island finale a little bit later on.
We did it.
We made it.
We made it to the end. We made it through.
We got to the end. We have some Islander interviews coming later on this week as well. But
can't freaking wait to talk to them. I feel like more than ever, there's so much to talk about.
There is
the finalists.
Just endless things to talk about, and they're doing the reunion. But we'll get to all that first. How was everybody's weekend?
Oh, beautiful time out on Long Island, beach, sun, dog time, family time. Got to see my little nieces and nephew, and it was a lovely, wholesome weekend for me.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was really, really nice.
You and Noah are sort of matching with your color scheme today.
Oh, a little bit.
I feel like you're more orange.
Yeah, this is
more like salmon.
Right.
Sorry, never mind then. I'll take it back.
You colorblind, idiot?
No, I was like, actually, completely wrong.
Oops.
No,
I take it back.
Wrong. Completely wrong. How was your weekend in DC?
It was lovely. We were visiting friends who live in Maryland, and we went to a restaurant in Georgetown, River Club. Mm-hmm. Spectacular. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Love.
For anybody who lives around there visiting.
I gotta go next time I'm down there.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it's my friend's next year. It'll be their 10-year reunion.
Wow.
Whoa. It's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'll probably just tag along because, you know.
Of course.
Like,
honorary.
I'm like, hey, guys, remember me? I was here
remember
for a
me
little
freshman
bit.
year?
I was here for a little bit. But no, it's kind of new, right?
It came, a year ago.
Yeah.
Came out a year ago.
Out
I'm
a year
talking
ago.
like a TV show or a movie. No, it
premiered a year ago.
Yeah, it opened up like about a year ago. It's spectacular. Like, wow. 10 out of 10.
All the pictures you were posting, I was like, holy shit, this looks good.
And it was actually incredible, and the inside was so cute. So we had a great weekend Friday night. I talked about the truffle, wanting them to cook with the truffle that I was bringing them. And we ended up making a beautiful board, meats, cheeses, the l'antipasto, the whole thing. And we were planning on making like a truffle creamy lemon pasta afterwards. But we ate this entire board and then some. Yeah. And we were like, okay.
We don't need the pasta.
No, we actually don't need the pasta. We finished the board. It was time for Love Island finale. The family day of Love Island. And then we got ice cream after that. And we were like, we need to cut the pasta out. Like, we will not be able to move if we have this pasta as well. Yeah. So we did have the lavender honey mixed with a whipped ricotta and truffle honey that I brought as well on the cheeses and the crostini and all that, which was just delicious. So I did get to experience some of the truffle, but not to the actual truffle. But I said, you know what? You guys keep that for yourselves. You make a nice couple of little meals with that. You enjoy it yourself. No need to use it on me.
Yeah. It was a gift.
It was a gift.
The truffle was a gift.
The truffle was a gift, and it was a spectacular one at that. They were jumping for joy.
That's a great gift.
The arrival of the truffle. So yeah, it was a great weekend. Solid. Just a good mix of relaxation. It's nice when you can hang out with friends that you could like relax around and then also have some fun. Like, there's not a lot of pressure to be doing something every second. Me and Leah,
you don't need like a full itinerary. It's let's just chill for a little bit.
No, on Friday we went for a long walk and then we got back and both of us passed out, and then our husbands snuck out and went to the store and picked up all the things that we needed, the meats and cheese and everything.
Love that.
We woke up when they walked through the door and we were like, oh my God, this is perfect timing.
What a dream.
Wow. And they were like, oh, how convenient. You guys woke up right when we get home. I'm like,
what a dream. You're like, I'll put the board together.
Yeah, that's it. You get the stuff, I'll put it together.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way it goes. So yeah, it was a lovely weekend.
Amazing. Noah, you get anything crossed off your list?
I did.
Come on, you didn't see the collab?
Number 4.
Believe me, I saw, but I just wanted to let him.
Oh yeah.
The floor is yours to talk about it.
I went to see Superman on Friday. Me and Jake, who works here.
One of my favorite things that Noah does
that I say
is
who works here.
anytime he talks about Jake Bass, which is, often enough, like, he's one of your best friends.
Yeah.
He says, with Jake who works here. I'm
trying to give
Jake
some context.
Who works here.
Just some context.
It's not Jake from State Farm.
Jake
who
from State
works
Farm.
here.
Literally, Jake who works. He's like, with Jake who works here.
I think I do
Jake,
that for
who
anyone I
works
talk
here.
about here. Even
Jake who works here.
I think even like content people, I like. I don't know. Like, I just say who works here.
Right,
Just to give
so-
context, 'cause in
No,
my
but we're
mind,
talking about Tommy Smokes. You're like Tommy Smokes who works
no,
here.
but sometimes I just am under the assumption that like this is a vacuum, and like some people who listen to the show know nothing else about Barstool. You know, like,
yeah,
which is
I
true.
mean, I
I
wouldn't
think.
assume that they know if you were like, Jake.
No,
No,
but
not
like,
Jake, but even
but
if
it's
I
like
was
you
to say
it's
like
just like my friend
Roan,
Jake. You
like-
went with my
like-
friend Jake. You
Yeah,
know?
or even like Roan. Like I think even like you would say like sometimes like Roan, he
who
also
works
works
here.
here.
Yes,
and he
for
does
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Like you
I
kind of
totally
have
get
to
what you're
like.
saying.
Yes.
But yeah, we went to the movie, wore suits, had my little makeshift Superman tie. I went to Men's Warehouse, got a red tie.
Love that dedication.
And yeah, I got some looks walking to Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
Like just of like, was that a Superman tie? But not as many as I thought there would be. You just forget that it's New York and no one cares like what
Totally.
you're
I was
I
wearing.
say you could be going to work.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was kind of like
it wasn't
just
like
looks like
that crazy
No, it
of an
wasn't that
outfit.
crazy.
You know, like it wasn't like.
You look
I
like
think
you
in
came
my
from
mind
the
it's just like I
office.
never wear a suit, so I'm just like, oh, everyone's looking at me.
Yeah,
like,
they know they know
yeah.
this isn't
No,
natural.
they know I'm not a suit guy. Walking into the movie theater, I think I was like, I feel dumb, but it was funny. But a lot of people didn't acknowledge it, which I thought was like extra funny.
Yeah.
They were just like, nice tie, like, and then yeah, just sat down, watched the movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
For a Superman movie, like I'm not a superhero guy. I don't know if you guys are.
Yeah, yeah.
I
for
mean,
the
you.
s- I
feel
like
are.
them. Yeah. For the superhero scale,
For the superhero scale, and like I'm not a Superman. Like if you.
Obviously, it's not as great as the films Noah normally watches.
But if you were to ask me to like rank my superheroes, like my whole life I've always been like a Batman or Superman guy. Like I've never been a Superman guy. But Nicholas Hoult was great.
yeah,
Like Nicholas Hoult, Rachel Brosnahan.
Uh-huh.
She was really, I didn't even know she was in it. Also like a really incredibly random cameo by Bradley Cooper. Like that doesn't give anything away. It's like right at the beginning, and he doesn't have like a big part. It's just like what?
oh, interesting.
Bradley Cooper, what are you doing here?
Are you just like paying his friend James Gunn a favor? Just
I
like
guess
to do like
because
a,
I'm like what? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a fun movie.
love it.
Yeah, we'll find out
Can't
about the
believe
grade.
you just ruined that Bradley Cooper cameo. For
It's
me.
not even like
And I bet you just did
God
for
damn
other
it.
people. Yeah, but like superhero movies, they keep that shit under
no,
wraps.
but it's not. I wouldn't. Even
I haven't seen that on the internet
classify it
anywhere.
as like a cameo. It's almost
Yeah, it's a
just-
surprise appearance for a reason.
Yeah, but it's like not really acknowledged. It's just like, was that
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, wait,
yeah.
he's in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, now I'll be looking out for him when I go see it.
Hey,
Um,
it'll be fun. Now
no.
even more reason to go see.
Yeah, I'm actually
To see that
I'm actually
cameo.
very, very excited to see it. So that's
I
on my
probably
list.
won't be seeing it.
I need to
like,
go to the
when-
movies soon. I haven't been to the movies.
It's a
in
good
while.
movie theater movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if I was to watch it
I'm
in
in the
my
mood to go to the movies too.
living
haven't
room,
been.
I don't know like how much
Yeah.
I would have loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Fair.
All right, well, want to get into the rest of the
Yeah,
show?
let's do
We got some
it.
things to talk about. We're going to talk about Justin Bieber's new album Swag that came out on Friday. Chris Hughes says he wants to marry JoJo Siwa. By the way, have you seen that cover that JoJo Siwa did of the Betty Davis eyes?
Is that a joke?
No, it seems dead fucking
I
serious.
I
And
thought
it's-
she was trolling us.
It's really something else. And Klay Thompson, Meg the Stallion, new couple alert. And we're going to be talking about the Love Island finale, of course. And we have Weekly Watch Report. So let's get into it. They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in virtual line. If you wait on that virtual line, you're getting stressed out before you even get to the concert. You don't want that to happen. Lucky for us, we always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it even easier to find the great deals on the seats you want. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. If you're looking for concert tickets, you're looking for ball game tickets, whatever you want, look at Game Time. What are you waiting for? They have the tickets for you now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It is game time. Justin Bieber released his new album Swag on Friday.
Swag.
What's everybody's thoughts?
I know we haven't really talked about it,
No, we
and I
haven't.
was excited to talk about it on
I had to put
on
fine
the
line
show.
on to get that taste out of my mouth.
I
Classic.
like I could predict exactly what Noah's going to say about it already, personally, neutral. I enjoyed, like, not like a, oh my God, I loved every song, like it's so good kind of way, but I listened a couple times and there's definitely some that I really like, some that are skips for me. I'm not outrageously excited about it, but my bar was kind of low. Like it exceeded my expectations. I think I was ready to be like, oh, I don't like this. And I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen some people love it. Some people absolutely hate it. Like there's some things about it. I like the Drewski stuff didn't do anything for me personally, but the songs that have kind of that like love yourself kind of energy, I like. How do you feel about it? No,
I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest.
Too bad.
Yeah.
We got too bad again. Round 2.
Yeah, coming in here today, I was like, do you want to be honest, or do you want to just like say that you kind of like it and you don't love it? No, like I would be lying. Yeah, really straight up.
No,
if I
you got to be honest.
Said that I enjoyed it.
Go back?
No.
Okay, so there you go.
And I didn't hate it. Like it's not like I listened to it and was like, God, this is awful.
Well, maybe you need to give it another
I listened
try.
to it 2 times through, and I think when you go 2 times through something, and there's
you listened to the whole thing 2 times.
Yes,
she had a lot of time in the car this weekend.
Crazy.
I did. I don't. We drove,
Yeah.
so had a lot of time. I think that's the perfect time to listen to an album too. Actually, is when you're driving in the car. I just, I didn't particularly like it, and it's just, I think that's okay. I think some people love it, and there wasn't anything that really stood out to me in terms of like, ooh, I really like this beat, or that. Like, it just didn't do anything for me. That's how I felt.
I had a couple, I will say,
upset me a little bit because I actually think I had more faith in it.
Right.
Because I felt like I was really going to love the vibe of it. And I don't know, it just didn't hit me. There's a couple that I'm like, that could probably grow on me with time, that I think if I heard over and over and over again, I'd start singing it and go, you know what, that's not a bad song.
If I listen to it enough, I could force myself to maybe like
that's almost how I feel about it.
I bet you like you're gonna hear Daisies a lot, and I think Daisies will maybe grow on you.
Yeah, Daisies is one that I've already seen on everybody's Instagram story about a trillion times, on TikTok a million times, and I'm like, okay, when something is like force fed down your throat a bunch, and you hear it over and over again, you start to catch on to the beat of it, and it's in your head and whatever.
That's my baby.
Go Baby.
She's iconic.
Yeah, that was cute.
It's sweet.
Sweet, cute. Sweet Spot with Sexy Red, I was excited for, but then it turned into like, Welcome to the Coochie Shop.
That's the worst one on
and
the
I was like,
album,
what is happening?
Yeah. I don't
it was like it was almost too slow with the lyrics.
She's not for me. The music is really just,
I don't understand it.
And I'm not like,
there's a couple Sexy Red songs that I like.
I'm not like
but they all sound the same to me.
Talent, to be honest. Like, I'm like,
it's ass shaking music.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, no.
Not that
there's
one.
better ass shaking music.
Yeah.
No, there is, but there's a couple that will get you going.
No, and certainly like her own songs, like in this this song with him, I was like, this is not. This is not. But I like the beat on All I Can Take. Like when I opened it up, I was like, okay, we were talking about it before. A lot of like Michael Jackson vibes for a lot of the songs.
Really? You thought so?
Yeah, I think so. The production.
Is that what people have
beats,
been saying?
Yeah,
Michael Jackson
for sure.
vibes?
A lot of Michael Jackson inspiration on this album for sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not pick up on that.
Yeah. I would say big time. All I Can Take, First Place. I feel like that, like a lot of the production is very Michael Jackson-y. Daisies I liked. First Place, Devotion I really liked. Did you see the clips of the old video
yes,
him
that
when
was
he's
very
playing
cool.
the drums and then that drum line is in Dad's Love? I was like, oh, that's...
I did like Dad's Love.
Yeah,
that's really
Dad's Love
sweet.
I like,
really
especially with the drum beat.
Yeah. But there's just, like, once again, like, a lot of the Drewski
What about
stuff
Glory
I
Voice
didn't need.
Memo?
Sorry. Just playing this by accident. Just the voice memo.
He was just showing off his vocal chops. That was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Glory
skimmed
voice
through
memo.
it. I basically gave it like 10 seconds of each song to be like, will I listen to this song? And
Well, okay, that's not fair. Then you
it's
really
not
didn't
fair.
listen to it.
It's not fair, and I won't
Because
say
let me
that
tell you, the first 10 seconds of most of the songs are speaking, and like then they become good songs.
No, there are songs
Like
that
Butterflies, I like a lot. But like the first 10 seconds, you're like, wait a second, what is
No.
this? And then it turns into a song.
for artists that I'm like not a fan really of, or I don't like have that much interest in. That's kind of how I do it. I'll just like skim through a song and be like, well, I like this.
Okay, so I don't actually disqualify you from grading this album.
I wasn't going to. Yeah.
Okay. You've been disqualified because you didn't even really listen to it.
No, I didn't.
I do that with people too.
Yeah,
With albums that I'm
not going to
100%
waste
sure.
45 minutes of my time with Justin Bieber if I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I did not do that with this one, but I have done that before where I'll like skim and I'll see if I like the beat.
Yeah.
And if I don't like the beat, I'm pretty much out.
Yeah.
If I'm
Not every, but I'm with you. Like I've done
The
it.
people that
Yeah.
I'm excited for, like I listen through fully,
Yes.
but I just, no offense, I'm just not giving Bieber my time.
like in my head, if I know I'm listening, like if somebody puts out a new album that I'm interested in, I'm listening to the whole thing.
But
from
you're like a
beginning to
Bieber
end.
fan.
Yeah, but
No, but I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about anybody's album.
interested in though.
Yeah.
But Noah's saying if he's not interested, like he's
I-
not
No,
interested.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Here's
I'm
the thing.
disagreeing with him that even when there's artists that I'm not interested in, if I'm like, oh, they put out a new album, I'm gonna listen to it. When I press
Yeah.
play on the first song, I let the whole thing play.
I think if it was like a 10-song album that felt like very concise, I would have listened to the whole thing. But
it's not that long though. I mean, there are a lot of songs, but it's only
Yeah.
54 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that
There's
long.
a lot
one's-
of new
no one's
music, so
forcing.
I was
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
more excited to listen to other things, and I was just curious about what this was going to sound like.
Completely fair.
The first
completely
song,
fair.
I was like, oh no, like the way that the first song started, I'm like, this is not going to be good. But then there were songs that
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
Wow, I kind of had the different feeling about that first song. When I listened to the first song, I was like, ooh, I like this. I hope the whole album's like this. And
But
then
I think it was more like the
wasn't.
first 10 seconds where I'm like, what is
Yeah.
he doing?
Fair,
This
fair,
made me
fair.
go back and listen to Journals though, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Journals is so good.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the one that he said that where the whole too bad thing happened? What was that called? Justice?
That was
No?
Justice or Changes.
Oh, Changes.
Oh, changes.
Yeah. Did you see that? Have you been like,
Yeah,
you see Hailey Bieber? People thought that she
Changes.
was shading Scooter Braun on her story.
Yeah.
with the Obsessed song.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was about. I don't know why people thought that was about Scooter Braun.
It was
I
like
thought it
right
was just
after he
about, like,
posted,
Well, because he
In
posted that
general.
whole Instagram story. I honestly bet you it could have been. It could have been. I don't know. Well, there was a lot of because the album came out, and then there was a lot of news this weekend as well. Of like Justin's paying Scooter the money that he owes him. It was the they reached a $30+ million settlement following financial disputes. People magazine wrote that Bieber agreed to pay $26 million owed to Braun as part of an advance the singer received from AEG Presents for his 2022 Justice Tour. His former manager's company, Hybe, had initially covered the cost for Bieber when the tour was ultimately canceled, and AEG Presents needed to recoup their money, with Bieber agreeing to pay Braun and Hybe back in time. However, the singer reportedly only ever made a single payment. Another insider tells people that Bieber will also pay an additional $5.5 million, which covers half of the $11 million in unpaid commissions that he owed Scooter, totaling a cool $31.5 million. It
does seem like Scooter Braun like got his money in that, and then he's like, oh, let me compliment him now.
Yeah,
that
like it was like
bizarre.
it's like that news came out. It's like, oh, he's getting paid, and then Scooter wrote this whole thing on his Instagram story saying, "But having a beautiful start to the weekend, and been getting a lot of texts about how I feel about Justin's new album. So I will just leave this here." It's like, okay, you're getting texts about it. That doesn't mean you need to post it on your Instagram story, but whatever. He said, "This is without a doubt the most authentically Justin Bieber album to date. It's beautiful, raw, and truly him, and that matters. I've had the privilege of witnessing his growth for almost 2 decades." Along every journey, there comes a time when an artist fully steps into their own, and that's what he's done here. He poured his soul into this project, and you can feel it in every single run. The way he chose to release it just as intentional as the music is just as intentional as the music itself, and I'm happy to see him do it his way. I have played no role in this one, but as someone who's always believed in him, I'm incredibly proud and impressed and genuinely enjoying the music. Justin has a special tone that I have witnessed for almost 2 decades. It's the best in the world. And because of that special tone, I have to say Daisies is probably my favorite record on the album. Stream swag and support an authentic voice. now I'm off to take my kids to watch Superman. Have a great weekend, smiley face.
That's such an obnoxious, annoying story for somebody who just took $30 million from him.
Yeah.
Right,
Like he was like, you
And,
owe
like, if
me
you're
this
not-
fucking money, and I'm gonna put this
Yeah.
Instagram story up.
Yeah.
And they're not working together or like seemingly on great terms. So it's like, why are you like posting about me?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, it's gonna come into shambles when that much money gets involved, and like obviously from canceled tours and all these other things that came up, like Justin owed him a lot of money. So it's just like kind of crazy that this all is happening like at the same time of like, oh yeah. I mean, I saw people be like, oh, no wonder Justin put out a new album, but like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I feel like he's been working on this for a while.
Definitely.
And
I will say, I know it's like, it was certainly an obnoxious story to post, but I do feel Justin's like honesty through it. He obviously clearly got a lot of stuff out. I know the Drewski stuff like wasn't necessarily my favorite, but a lot of the talking parts is I'm sure very more therapeutic for him, talking about like things he's been through and dealing with the outside world and you know, the part where he was like, you know, everybody always asks me like, are you okay? It's like makes me think like, am I like I thought it was okay, you know?
yeah.
So
I'm happy that people love it. Like I'm happy for him that people do love it.
I am too.
I do feel like people.
But it is mixed for sure because I like there was girls I had double in my DMs after I posted about it. I had like the exact like I had girls being like, yes, I'm loving it, and girls be like, no, I hate it so much.
The
so
worst is though when you don't like, when I've seen people talk about how they don't like the album, and there are people like, you just don't get it. You don't get it. It was like,
no,
it's sometimes
if you don't
it's
like
as
it, you don't
simple
like
as like
it.
I don't like the beats of the song, and they don't really do anything for me. Like it's just as simple as that.
I feel
like can understand where the inspiration comes from and how this is so authentically him, and this is what he loves to make.
Yeah,
and that's amazing. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah,
but like that doesn't mean people have to love the songs.
Yeah.
Do you think people think that he did the whole standing on business thing like for this? I think people are like, a lot of people are like thinking that this was all like to promote it, but like no, I think he just like added it in after.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm unsure.
I don't
because
think that
people
was like
thought that was
stage,
maybe
like,
Haley's original, like the, you know, you've what was it? You fucking idiots or
Fucking
losers. That like that was her way of being like, all of this has been
I just don't
pre-planned.
buy that, because like also like someone who
took it
hates the
as-
paparazzi that much, like why would you like fake a whole paparazzi video?
No, I think that I took that as that was real, and I thought that Haley's post was more like because of it was the pictures of her and Justin for the album, and I took it as like her being like, "Is it fucking clocking you losers? Like we're fine, like we're together.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we're not fine, but like we're standing by each other and we're good.
Yeah,
that's what I took that story as. But people will always think things are
that one.
fake
She really left that one up to interpretation.
Yeah, people will always think that things are like fake and planned and PR. But I really think Justin Bieber just fucking hates the paparazzi.
Right, well, we know he definitely does.
And then it was funny. Drewski was like, you know, you said it so clear, business. Like that part was funny.
Yeah.
So I feel like that just naturally happened, and then it was like, all right, well, we'll throw this in.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, but I'm happy for Justin. You know, I think like, and it was obviously the way he did it was his way of just being like, I'm dropping an album, here it is. I just don't see Justin doing a big like press run, all this marketing, all these things like for a new album. It's like, no, I've been working on this album. You guys know I've been working on it. Here it is.
He doesn't even need to do press.
No,
like
he
when
really
Justin
doesn't.
Bieber's releasing his first album
really
since
doesn't.
2021, people are going to be like, all right, I'm listening.
I will say I do fucking love that he called this album swag. I think it's so funny. It's just like, of course he did.
Right. He just, I was looking at the other titles of the songs, and I was like, what one could he have chose instead of swag?
Right.
Did you see because I don't know how familiar you are with Clips. It's like Pusha T. I sent you one of the songs, but like they had a new album come out the same day. He posted on his story, Justin Bieber, "Justice is served. At Little Bieber emptied the clip. This is the only album that matters right now. This album is way better than the Clips. Clips is for bitter grown men who collect dolls, emit, and shop at Kith and Union." Like, and people are like, is he being serious, or
Justin posted
he
that?
posted?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's half the I don't know.
He's just like
He
shitting
is.
on their album, but like people are like, I think he's just trolling. But it's like,
But
why
yeah,
would
that's
he, like,
I think that's half the message of some parts of this album that he put out is just like talking about how he is on social media, where he is just kind of like a social media troll and he loves to be doing it. Like, it doesn't all have to be taken that seriously. Like, he loves to fuck around on social media. That's like, he enjoys doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
He posts and he's just laughing to himself.
Yeah. I loved the video that went viral of, I think his name is Cameron. Right? He does those Love Island videos.
Oh my God.
He's so fucking
so funny.
And he did one of his like, you know, if I was Justin Bieber, this is what I would have said, and just did this whole thing. And like Haley reposted it, and then Justin posted it on his Instagram and everything.
Oh my God,
it was so funny, and I was peeing my pants listening to that whole thing.
Especially all the Love Island stuff.
Oh, his Love Island opinions are the best.
The absolute best.
He's
oh
the
my
one
God.
who does like the really long ones.
Yeah.
I stop every
He's
time.
so
I'm
fucking
like,
funny.
I have to watch every single second of
it's
this.
appointment television, his review, his recaps.
Really is.
Yeah.
Moving on, Chris Hughes said that he wants to marry JoJo Siwa. And on top of that, JoJo Siwa released a god-awful cover of Betty Davis size.
Yeah, but like, it's so bad that I really actually thought she was trolling.
I don't think she's trolling. I think that she feels like she has that little rasp.
Yeah.
She does have that rasp, but I think she thinks she's matching the energy of the song.
Right.
And you know, we
mean,
support JoJo Siwa,
it
but
is out.
I just sometimes we got to call it how it is, and I think that this cover is god awful.
Yeah.
I see it on TikTok. I'm like, no, this is not happening.
No, but this is where like I'm like what's the disconnect, you know, of like when she posts the clip and then she writes, still undecided if I should release my cover of Betty Davis Eyes on Spotify or not. And then she's like, thinking about releasing it this Friday, but still unsure. Sharing a little bit of verse 1 today to see if you think I should or not. And it's like every comment is just like, no,
but then she did on her Instagram, and people are like, honestly, let the haters hate. It's good. I mean, once again, personal taste, I guess.
I know.
Personal taste. They love the JoJo Siwa cover of Betty Davis Eyes. I mean, why ruin a good song?
Yeah. Well, I know. So and also, so Chris was doing some press. He told the Sun's Fabulous magazine, I'd love to marry her. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I run through scenarios of our wedding day. We'd have a proper English wedding, and I can imagine her in a full wedding dress. We both want kids, he added. We come from loving families. My mom loves her. She's my best friend. I love that she's a person I have to do nothing with and still have the best time. That's everything to me. Okay. In the meantime, they're still, you know, in a long distance relationship while he is based in the UK. And he apparently hasn't yet spoken about living with each other in the future, but I'd love to marry her.
Damn.
While moving in together hasn't been brought to the table yet, he told the outlet that he's willing to jump on planes to see his love. He explained, I'm obsessed with her. I do anything for her. I mean, it's nice. Like, he's saying very nice things.
No, that is right. Like, when you hear he
things.
wants to marry her, like, that's very nice.
But is it like a little much? Maybe.
It's very nice, and I'm sure JoJo loves to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to hear someone wants to marry you.
But
of
it's
course.
been such a short amount of time.
It is, and you know what? Maybe they just both know. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
when you know, you know.
They are.
This was it.
Those two, they're in love.
Crazy. I do hope that, you know, maybe
I
we'll
hope it
see
works
their
out for
big
them.
UK wedding.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my God! Imagine.
Oh my God.
The royal wedding.
Seriously.
Chris Hughes and JoJo Siwa.
Oh my God. I would just eat that wedding content up like no
Same.
tomorrow.
I would love to be invited to that.
Oh my God. Just thinking about like the decor.
Oh my God, it'd be fantastic.
Like, what direction would she go in? What would her dress look like? I don't know. Would she even wear a dress? Maybe not. Maybe she'd switch it up.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll find out though. If this comes to fruition, we'll find out.
I know. Speaking of weddings, I cannot wait to see the content from Madeline White and Andrew from Loud Luxuries, Wedding in Greece,
Santorini.
And like, it was like the perfect tease where they were posting videos of them there and like the early, like the welcome dinner. And like, then it was like her getting ready for the welcome party. And it was like, all right, see you on the other side. Not going to hear from me.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
I love that though.
I know. I love that too. It's amazing.
I'm going dark.
She's getting married. She's like, I'm disconnecting.
I'm 100% certain, or maybe I'm 99% certain because I don't know for sure, she'll be getting a magazine spread.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
They're definitely
a
magazine spread. Maybe like Elle.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope so, and I can't freaking wait to see it.
Can't
'Cause
wait to see.
I've been eating her wedding content up for honestly like this whole last year, and she's been making her bridesmaids dresses.
I know. I can't wait to see her bridesmaids
And,
dresses.
Yeah, they're gonna be gorgeous.
It's gonna be stunning,
It's gonna be
especially
gorgeous.
Santorini.
I know.
And the view.
The blue and the blue ocean, the sky. It's gonna be stunning.
Gonna
I
be
can't wait to
gorgeous.
see all the content. Honestly,
I know.
I've been dying. I've been like stalking it on TikTok, being like looking at other guests, being like if they're posting anything.
I know.
But everyone was really on lockdown. It seems
They
like,
are. I
they
saw
knew.
some of what people were wearing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
some
yeah.
stunning dresses,
Yeah.
some guest
Yeah.
dresses where I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, I love that.
Mike Grinnell and Alana are there. They
Yes.
they looked beautiful. I loved
Gorgeous.
their they did a little outfit video before the wedding. So
yeah, I can't wait to see it
Oh
all.
my God,
I'm
dying to see.
I feel like it'll be today.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought maybe Monday, but maybe you never know. You never
Could
know.
be Tuesday.
But I'm sure she's got like all the content ready to go and she's ready to
Yeah.
to share it all.
And
I bet you. I'm
sure
sure
there's
there's
a
some
magazine
gorgeous
spread.
spread. Yeah, for sure.
I feel
It
like
could be
there's-
I mean, she could be.
It could be Vogue.
It could be Vogue.
It could be Vogue.
Yeah.
You never know. We'll find out though.
Yeah.
I'm sure today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
And honestly, we are going to be getting.
I'll be stalking it.
Yeah. We're going to be getting upset if we don't get it ASAP.
No, I know. I'm seriously.
Time is ticking.
Yeah.
Last topic before we get into the Love Island finale. Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion have gone Instagram official.
Wow,
Who would have thought?
We had this one just popped out of nowhere.
Who
It was
knew?
like here they are on a little trip.
Yeah,
I mean, damn, good for Klay Thompson.
yeah, good for them. I mean, no idea, but I love when a couple pops out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like who got engaged recently? That was introduced by Russell Wilson and Ciara, right? And everyone was like, "Wait, what? They who even knew they were dating?" But now they're engaged.
Oh,
Normani and DK Metcalf.
Yes.
Remember,
Yep,
like,
yep,
just
yep,
out of
yep,
nowhere?
Yep.
It was like,
yep.
oh,
Right.
they're
It was like we
engaged.
kind of knew that they were together, but like we never really saw
Yeah.
too much of them. Then it was like, bam, here they are.
Yep.
Yeah. I will say there was the same thing. Totally a soft launch for them. But I would love to know the initiation of this relationship. How it started. DMs has to be DMs.
a friend
right?
of a friend.
Must be.
She was dating guy in the Celtics for a second,
Was she?
Torrey Craig.
Oh.
But I don't know what happened to that. I thought they were still together until this.
Clearly not.
Well, Klay Thompson swooped right
yeah,
in.
stepped right in.
I
Snatched
love it because
her
it's like he posted on Instagram and it's just they're in the Bahamas. He's kissing her, but it's her. You can't see her face, but you're like, oh yeah,
I've seen that ass.
I recognize that backside.
I'll know that ass anywhere.
Yeah, we were just throwing it around on Love Island.
Yeah, right. We're real familiar with it
Yeah,
right now.
I love it. And then also like the really cute one of them just like holding hands and she's got like bracelets on and is watching. I'm like, oh,
Super cute.
love it.
Like a little
Love
launch
it.
like
seriously,
that.
Seriously, what a couple.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like them. I like that together. I like she a basketball player, perfect for her.
Yeah.
She needs I feel like she needs a tall. I feel like she's really tall.
Yeah, can handle the ball, can handle
Yeah,
our
yeah,
ass.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Mhm.
that sort of thing.
She's really So I feel like they look great together.
Yeah,
I
for
would think.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats to them. Love
Yeah,
a little
love it.
launch like
Yep.
that.
She's 5'10", apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
she,
yeah.
I noticed that on Love Island where I was like, wow, Meg looks tall.
Yeah. Put her. Yeah. I mean, she's so stunning that it's like
Gorgeous
supermodel
model.
vibes. When you're also that tall, it's just like, oh my God, she's gorgeous.
For sure. The only thing we love as much as this show and you guys are delicious cocktails. And no one serves up real delicious drinks like RumHaven. RumHaven is made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste. Especially during the summertime, RumHaven is just delicious. You could pour it straight over ice. You can mix it with a juice. You can mix it really with whatever you like. During our tour, we were having our Friday Energy cocktails thanks to RumHaven, and it is so delicious and refreshing. Seeing everybody hold up their RumHaven drink in the audience, nothing felt better as well as when we cheers them with ours on stage. Like I said, you can enjoy RumHaven straight over ice, and it's all made with real coconut water, which you cannot beat the taste of. Head to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice to learn more. All right, moving into the Love Island finale. It's over, guys.
It's
we
over.
We have crossed the threshold.
Yeah. You
And
know
we
what?
made it. And
Thank
let me
God.
tell you,
And it all, the right thing happened.
the right thing, and I'm fucking exhausted from Love Island
I know.
I
content.
just saw like a tweet that was like the dog like in the wind being like, we're free.
It genuinely was like, we were suffocating for a little bit.
Yeah.
And now we have broke free. And by next week, we'll be missing it.
Oh,
we'll be like,
sure.
we need it back, which it is coming back September 16th, Love Island Games. So don't fret. Do not fret. We will have more Love Island to talk about. And if you don't know what Love Island Games is, it's fantastic. It's now being hosted by RN Maddox, originally Maya Jama. And they're going to bring back like Love Island contestants. I'm sure we'll see
from probably season 6 and 7,
I'm sure we'll see a ton
seasons.
from this season and last season. I could put money on Kendall being on. Like, I don't know why. 100%. I just know Kendall from season 6 is going to be Love Island Games.
100%. I think you could absolutely lock
like,
that
I
one
think
in.
you could just lock it in that he'll be on.
I did see it. This made me laugh too. Over the weekend, an article on The Cut that was like, it's just, the graphic just said, I can't wait to be released from Love Island USA. It was just like, we were so locked in. Honestly, I enjoyed the ride. Bumpy. It was bumpy at times, but watching that finale and getting some firsts. Very happy, if you haven't watched, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched, we got to say it, but if you haven't watched, if you made it this far and you haven't seen who's won, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Good. Very impressed.
Congrats.
Good for you. But, and Maya and Brian brought home the win, as they should, because we also had our first breakup during a final date.
Is that the first time that's ever happened?
Yes. They're like, anytime you get... Literally, I'm so used to like fast forwarding through some of these dates on any other season because it's like they've been together already. It's like, oh, they're just talking about how much they love each other and they can't wait for the outside. It's all like mushy, mushy, gushy, gushy, like lovey, lovey. But you had to be locked into that Chris and Huda date because, my God, you would have missed some moments.
You really would have missed an all-time moment when they are fighting and the singer comes in and starts singing Moon River for their enjoyment and entertainment.
It's like, let's just be friends. Moon River.
I couldn't believe.
I need to know how long that, like, because they obviously edited it. Like, how long was she singing where they just had to sit there?
Unbelievable.
No,
television.
the editing was fantastic because I wonder if it happened in that order,
Right. Usually, these couples just fake it till the fucking end.
Yeah.
They're faking it, and then the finale happens, and they break up as soon as they leave that villa, and they're like, me and you, we ain't gonna work out. We're cutting this. I saw people saying that happened with season 5 of UK, that Amber and Greg actually didn't even want to continue, but they were like, just stay together, and then they ended up winning. Like, I don't know how true that is.
I don't know.
I saw people talking about that.
That could have been the direction they went in. Honestly, I'm good for Huda for being like, we're, because I think they could have just said, oh, we'll work it out.
Yeah, they could have faked it, but here's the thing. I mean,
Chris could have faked it.
It's like barely given. It's like we're giving Hood a little like crumbs here and there. Like, oh, good thing she did this. It's like she is hard to agree with most of the time. Like some things.
The
pillow thing, and then she puts the cast. She hit him with the pillow first.
Yeah.
She was hitting him with the pillow. He threw the pillow, hits her in the face. She walks out with a full cast on her nose.
Was so fucking funny.
And then she's like, I'm going to count to 3. And I feel like, and listen, we can't relate because we are not mothers.
Yeah.
But I feel like she was having a hard time separating the two of being a mother and being in a relationship on this show, because the way that she was speaking to a lot of them was like as if I'm going to count to 3.
Right.
Like,
if you don't turn around the count of 3, I'm not talking to you tomorrow.
Imagine your partner saying that to you, though. Like, I'm going to count to 3. Yeah. What? No.
Like just poking you?
Yeah. No. And he's like, I just want to sleep. But then there were points where it's like, okay, we all know Huda can really act up and a lot of things we disagree with. Chris, to me, also weirdo behavior. Like, I felt, he was maybe pushed to a point where he should have just at that point been like, I don't.
He wanted to break up with her weeks ago.
Yeah,
weeks ago, like whatever, episodes ago, and he just didn't.
I feel like he should have just ended it when he felt that way, because then it got to a point where it felt like he was sort of pushing her.
Just wanted to stay on the show.
Yeah, I feel like he was sort of pushing her to like act, and it was working. He was baiting her, and she was biting. And she was doing the things that he was kind of like baiting her to do, which was just weirdo behavior to me, because it was very obvious that he did not like her.
Yeah.
But then he kind of forced her to end things because he wanted to be seen as the good guy.
Yeah.
And so that she would be the bad guy ending things, because then all of a sudden he won't even help her walk through back to the water. If you don't like her and you saw it coming, because he was like, I saw this coming, like, da-da-da. then why can't you just help her walk back? Like, what, are you upset about this or are you not upset? He was making my head spin. I was like, you clearly don't like her, so why do you care? You pushed her to the point of ending it, but then you're being a weirdo. And then he gets back to the guys and he's like, I don't care, I'm over it. It's like, you're over it, but you wouldn't help her walk through the water? No, not that I'm in agreement with Huda, because I am not. Like, some of her actions are really mind-boggling a lot of times. You're like, why is she acting this way? But then you watch this guy and you're like, why are you acting this way? You didn't even like her.
I think it's become like so outrageous that I actually love it. You know, like I'm sure that's how a lot of people feel about it, because you see like the like people that really ride for Huda, and I'm like, you know, they just love the antics, because objectively, like, walking back into that bedroom with that cast on her nose after getting hit in the face with a pillow is so fucking funny.
So absurd.
And I was like, she's gonna make a joke out of this, but
no, like, dead serious mad is so funny. And
she was like, look what I have to wear on my nose now.
The moments like really did crack me up. Like, that final date was just a cinematic masterpiece. Taking off the heels, walking back to get the bottle of champagne, like pouring her glass, stepping in the water. The fact that Chris wouldn't just lift her is crazy.
Absurd.
Like, that is some such lame, petty behavior from him. That's so bizarre.
He was gonna help her walk.
But what?
Like, when he went over, he was like, with his hand, like, I think he was gonna like help her.
But then him being like, I'm not gonna carry you.
She's in heels, and was she gonna put her heels into the water? Like,
yeah.
But he essentially just got dumped.
But he wanted it.
Yeah,
like he wanted it.
He didn't want to be with her. He didn't exactly fight for it.
In that moment, though, I feel like when he was like, "Why are you crying?" Like, I think he was. That was like one last Hail Mary to be like, maybe we can like.
That was a dickhead move to be like, why are you crying? Because he wanted to be like, you ended it, why are you crying? Like, he couldn't understand that you could feel both emotions of being upset that she was clearly upset it wasn't working out for her.
The amount of times he's made it clear he did not want to be with her, and then like he'd be like, well, I'll talk to her and see if we can fix it. But he didn't want to fix it. He just wanted her to break up with him, so it wouldn't have been him.
It was very clear why Huda was crying. She was upset that this is the end of the show and it's ending in this way, that she doesn't have a connection with a guy, but also doesn't want to be with him. And he's like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? I was like, you're being a dickhead.
During that date, she said, tell me like what I should work on. He started to tell her, and she just cuts him off and is immediately pissed off. And it's like, what is he supposed to do?
100%. They're not gonna be together, and that's very clear. But like, him acting like he cares enough to try to make it work is where I think that's fraudulent. Mm-hmm. Like, I think he is saying like, deep down he knew what should I do to be better? And then or whatever, like or not even that, what should I do to be better? It's like, what's Huda being like, how can I be better or whatever? It's like, and he doesn't care. Like, he is saying these things to her of just like things obviously that she could work on in his mind. But in his mind, it's not like, oh, if she works on these things, it's going to work out, because he did not want to be with her. Like, he had an absolute freak out that his family was going to have to meet her. He was not happy about that at all. The freaking basketball and seeing his family were his two peaks. No pits, just peaks. And Huda had nothing to do with them.
That was insane.
And
that
yes, I think
it was bad timing.
They should have separated episodes ago, because they lost that communication. They were on completely different pages. I mean, he's saying he's saying she's not giving him enough attention, and then now she's saying he's not giving her enough attention. Like, they were just going back and forth about different things, privately, publicly, when they're outside, when they're in the bed. You know, it's just they were not on the same page at all. And Huda, like, it was the right thing to be like, you know, I think we should just be friends. And he could have done that, and he didn't. And I think like he did that for a reason, because he was like, wow, we made it this far. We'll see how far we can go.
Yeah, 100%. I think obviously Ace and Shelly should have been in the final four.
100%.
Like, that's,
I mean,
when
the
that
fact
happened,
that these two made it to
they were in third place. They like, they beat Iris and Pepe.
Crazy.
Which is crazy. Like, oh my God, it's just insane because Ace and Shelly, no matter what, like, they should have been in that finale. No matter what. They should have been in there over Chris and Huda, especially.
Although if Huda and Chris won and one of them took the money, that would have been insane. Because I think both of them would have done it. Like, I think if they won, I think Huda would have taken the money. And I think if she got the envelope, and I think vice versa with Chris, they would have taken the money.
That would have been epic.
Really? Because I feel like just for public perception, like, that'd be such a bad look for yourself. Like,
no, in that relationship though, like, they could have spun it, you know, because it's like things were so shitty with them, and especially if they literally just broke up.
Right? How many times has that happened? Like, in the history of Love Island?
Taking the money.
I think like once.
I really only remember it from that season of Love Island Australia. Has it ever happened in UK? I don't know.
Not that I recall.
I'm not sure.
Let's be honest though, they gotta up this prize money.
They do.
I know,
like,
but
$100K for the biggest show ever.
Yeah,
they gotta up the prize money.
But then people are saying that people would fake it.
Yeah, I actually don't think. I don't know. My argument is I actually don't think that they should, because even if you have a connection, if you met someone like Amaya and Brian, you know, if you've met someone, they have a good connection and they really care for each other. And I do think, like, I hope they work and it works on the outside, and I feel like they're really gonna try. But if that prize money is like $500,000, and you've just been with someone for literally 10 days, like however long it is, and that's like you're like, sorry.
Yeah, but no
like,
one's saying 500.
Really,
like, even 200,000 would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Once they get all their taxes taken out and everything, at least you give them a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. But I think they do kind of keep it at a number like that, so they do get actual connections, you know? Because then it's really hard.
Then it's really a competition series.
Then it's really hard, because then you're the whole season you're going to be like, does this person just want the money?
That's
you
true.
know?
That's a great point.
Which people obviously think from time to time, but it's not like the main focus of what people are talking about. But I feel like even Iris and Pepe were like, damn, they just broke up. We're fourth place.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd be a little salty. I'd be like, they're not even together.
The question was wild. It was just like, how do you feel? It's like, about being last and out of the four, like
they're like, oh well, we're happy we made it. Very happy for Amaya and Brian though.
Same.
I mean,
I think they really do care about each other.
They do, and I feel
their
speeches were adorable. Their date was adorable. Their families meeting melted my heart. Like, they just meshed together so well, and I just loved the connection that they have made. And I really felt like, I really hope it's genuine on both sides. I feel like Amaya is so genuine, and I feel like Brian is too. He seems like a really great guy.
I think so too.
Know less of him. He's been on the show for a way shorter amount of time, but I love that they won. I was rooting for them. I know a lot of people were rooting for Nick and Alandra. Obviously, we got the whole hive. They're rooting for them, and I think it's amazing that they are testing that connection, because they know now. That's another thing that was tricky to me, was that they now know how hard people are rooting for them. And then it was obvious with the messages in the bottle.
Yeah.
And then Alandra even said something of the sort of like, knowing how hard America is making me want it more, which, I could see sort of like.
She said, she's like, our stands.
It was like such a production. Like, I find that to be such a tactic of like, oh, we're not going to tell any of the other couples how America feels about them, but these two we will, because it's going to like push them to try and make it work more. You know?
Yeah, that does feel like a tactic.
Like Nick put #NickAlandria in his letter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like,
they're not supposed to know about that yet.
Yeah, you're not supposed
to know yet.
Exactly.
But I do feel like they are genuinely, whatever connection they were forming, it feels like a strong one. Whether 100%. It is friend, and they said this themselves.
I think they really have love for each other.
Yeah, they have love for each other. Whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic, they'll explore that out of the villa, and I'm excited for them to explore that, because I feel like they will be able to get to know whether it's romantic or friendship even more outside.
For sure.
In the villa, it has to be romantic to make it to the end and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see how they do outside the villa, and I'm rooting for them. Like, I want them to figure it out. Loved watching their families. First of all, Alandria and her mom, I could not get enough of watching their relationship. I love the way that they were talking with each other, the way that Alandria's mom was hyping her up. She was like face tea, body tea. I love it. And being so happy about Nick. And then on the other side of that, Nick's mom and sister, which we have seen on social media, but then also being so welcoming to Alandria while she was there, and being like, come over for dinner. And Alandria was like, I'm gonna have dinner with my new family, and Nick's dad's letter, like all of that was really, really nice and sweet. And I really love the way that Nick spoke in the finale, like the way he spoke, about Alandria and Alandria to Nick, but then also when Amaya and Brian were announced as the winners and that Nick and Alandria came in second and they were asked how they feel. I loved what Nick had to say about Amaya and Brian. Like, I was like,
wow,
wow,
was so
very
sweet.
classy gentleman answer and really, really sweet.
Yeah. I thought like what he said about Amaya was really just very sweet and genuine. And I think everybody did start to feel that way towards the end, where it was like, Amaya came in. I think we didn't fully understand her, but now being with her and seeing this journey for her, like, she's so authentically herself and she should be applauded and awarded for that. And Brian understands that. Another thing that I kind of irked me about Chris was like every time they kept moving on to the next level, like he kept like high-fiving Brian and be like, "Casa boys, making it to the end." And I'm like, you just want to make it to the end so badly. Like it's just like Brian was never the one initiating the like, "Casa boys, let's do it." Like it was just always Chris. And I just thought that was.
Although people were talking about how Brian was kind of being like maybe fake it a little bit, like with Huda, kind of worried about that.
What, you mean Chris or Brian?
No, Brian was like when Chris was talking to Brian about like it's not working with Huda, and he was kind of like pushing him to like just keep
I
going.
think he was like just
And Amaya and Brian were like trying to really like make that happen for them.
Yeah. Well, it's their friends too, right? It's like you're like, oh, like I hope that this works out for them. And I think if you're in that situation, they're probably pushing everybody. They're like, come on, like we're almost at the end, like just like wait it out kind of thing. I feel like a lot of them would do that, but. With Nick and Alandria, I am excited to see what they do on the outside. But it very much, if it is a romantic thing, amazing. But even like when we talked about this, what Nick said, like you just said, Nick said it in his declaration to her. Like whether this is partners, lovers, best friends, like we'll find out. So it'll be nice. I think they'll be able to get out there. Maybe they'll go visit each other's families. They'll meet each other's friends. They'll really like get to see each other's lives and see how they would maybe fit into it. And then it's like, okay, maybe this could work. Maybe it is there. The chemistry is there and the actual sexual chemistry is there. Or maybe they are besties. But either way, I loved watching their journey too. But yeah, my God, Ace and Shelley really should have been.
Ace and Shelley should have been in. I bet they would have had beautiful speeches.
Yeah.
I bet Ace would have had an amazing.
I know.
Like so this is what happens.
I know.
Like,
I really didn't like the way Ace did a lot of things throughout the season, but like he did find a connection with Shelley.
Yeah.
And they did an interview and they talked about how half them all knew each other before. Like maybe not good. Like they weren't all good friends, but like Shelley knew Amaya, Ace knew Pepe, Nick knew Jeremiah. Like there's all these connections that they already knew each other from like social circles or working or whatever it is. So
yeah, I people are so stuck on the Ace and Shelley knowing each other before and like plotting, and that was a funny sort of rumor going around, but it's so not real because if you know how the casting works for Love Island, you don't know who's going on the show.
Yeah.
Like you know who maybe had auditions or cast and whatever.
Right.
But you never know who the final people are going to be. So there's no way that Ace and Shelley could have drummed up some grand plan for them to win it all in the end. Like they didn't know that 100% they were going.
They had someone on the inside.
Yeah, it was an entertaining like idea and people were thinking about it because the way Ace was acting, but like realistically, no. Yeah, it is funny now that we got sent home. Like he was winning me back over again. Like, I was like, God damn it! Why did he get sent home? He was the heart of that villa.
You could definitely feel his energy like being gone
for
even
sure.
in like, the last episode and whatnot with that. But
yeah, he did. There were like just a couple of decisions that we were all scratching our head at throughout the season. I think people were like
some commentary,
some commentary, the way he treated Amaya at the beginning, and all of a sudden it flipped, and the way they sent certain people home, especially Jeremiah and then Hannah and all that, and everyone's like, all the genuine connections are being sent home, and now you're sent home. Like a lot of people felt that way. They were like, well, they were the leader of sending a lot of people home, and
he was kind of people were talking about people getting assassinated. He was kind of the assassin.
He was the leader of the pack, and that has been the talk of the whole time. But they definitely should have been in the finale over Chris and Huda, 1,000%. I think it's very obvious now. But very, very happy for Amaya and Brian. Like, and they look so. Now we're seeing all these like post villa videos. They're they're going home. And they're going to be living life now. I mean, their social media has exploded.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see who sort of continues the connection and where
does.
people go from here, because I'm very interested to see like
Same.
who locks in and who doesn't, because we
Same.
still have the 3 couples from last year still together.
Yeah. That show premiered as well. I haven't watched it yet. I was just
Yeah.
like locked into the finale. So definitely gonna watch that. But and I do wish they were doing the reunion a little bit sooner.
It just feels like by the end of August it kind of wears
Yeah.
down. Like I wish it was going to premiere.
I know. I wish it was in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like give
Even-
them a little time to be outside for a little bit and like start to do some stuff.
Watch the show
Yeah,
and learn
yeah.
what everyone did
Yeah.
and said.
Exactly. But then like just put it out
Yeah.
so that we have it. 'Cause
Right.
we want it now.
It feels like maybe Andy Cohen was booked and busy, and
That's-
the only
yeah,
time they can get
yeah,
him was
yeah.
at the
That'll
same
be
time.
interesting though.
No, I like
Andy Cohen's
doing
gonna
it.
ask the good questions.
He is.
He's gonna get them to talk.
No, for sure.
That's
'Cause,
amazing.
And you know, Andy
Feels
will
like a
read
good
off
cop,
that
bad
card
cop.
and it could be the most outlandish question ever, but he will read it.
He will read it,
Mm-hmm.
which is very exciting. But
I can't wait.
the season has come to an end. We do have some interviews this week. We
Yes.
will be updating you guys as they
Yes.
come, and we're very excited about that.
Very excited. We'll get those to you as soon as we can
Yes.
to wrap up the season.
For sure.
Sony Pictures Classics proudly presents Oh Hi, the new comedy directed by Sophie Brooks and starring Molly Gordon as Iris and Logan Lerman as Isaac, about their first romantic weekend getaway as a couple that goes awry. Convinced she's met her perfect guy, Iris goes to increasingly ridiculous and irrational lengths to prove to Isaac that they are meant to be together, including chaining him to the bed. This is a dark romantic comedy, takes on the highs and lows of modern dating and the ways it makes us all a little crazy. Oh Hi is played to laughs and sellout crowds at the Sundance and Tribeca festivals. Hollywood Reporter raves that Oh Hi contains one of the best comedy sex scenes to grace the big screen in some time. And Fandom Wire calls Oh Hi an absolute riot. It keeps the laughs running throughout. See Oh Hi, starring Molly Gordon and Logan Lerman, only in theaters on July 25th. Tickets are on sale now at ohhimovie.com. That's OHHI movie.com for more info.
All right, let's get into the weekly watch report, where we talk about the things we watched this week. A weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. So
The snaps were pretty good there.
They were.
I don't know if
They
you
were-
could-
they were
if that'll
great.
pick up, but
they were really good. They were making me feel it even more.
thanks.
Love Island finale, we just
Yeah.
discussed it, so we'll rate it off the bat. I'll give it an A,
Yeah.
because solid winners, agree with the winner choice,
Yep.
and we got that Kristen Huda epic breakup that we've never seen before in a finale.
Yep.
So all around,
Yeah.
that gets an A.
You know what? I forgot to say this about the date too, but Chris just constantly pouring.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna finish everything.
I was
on
like,
too.
this guy is gonna drink like this. I hope did they get him a second bottle? Just kept he kept pouring more.
Right.
champagne.
I was like, I thought they had a limit. I guess not with the whole bottle, not with the dates.
I know. I was like every time they poured, he was just pouring more champagne. But no, yes, it was
Yeah.
a
Them walking
Felt
back
like a
into the
fulfilling
villa,
finale.
By the way, like, and all the other islanders are like, oh hey,
They're like, this isn't good.
how was it?
Yeah, tough. But that gets an A. I'm happy for the other couples.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where they end up. I did watch Beyond the Villa, the Love
Oh.
Island season 6 spinoff. Watched that. I didn't hate it. I thought that it was actually going to be way worse than what it was. I actually, it was fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's whatever. It's
Yeah.
not like the best reality show I've ever watched.
right,
but
right.
I was interested to see
It's
what
the
they
first
were up to.
episode. Like it's like they got to build to stuff.
Yeah, first
It's-
episode.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The drama just felt like the drama. The only
But-
drama we're talking about is like, you didn't tell me about getting sprayed.
Yeah,
tan.
but that's what
No,
I'm
but
saying.
there's more
it's
to
the
that.
first episode, and it's like I feel like it is hard to you know the original, like you know them from their season, but now they have to build a whole narrative what their life is like outside. So the first episode is going to be
Which that is a guy's takeaway of it's just a spray tan. It's not. I like the
clan.
way that Liv was consistently lying to Kaylor. Not just
I'm
about
on Killer's side.
Yeah, same. Not just about the spray tan, but like she got
party.
glam and didn't tell her the boyfriend's party and told her it was happening a different night, and she still went out. Like that's sketchy stuff. And Kaylor was like, you lived with me in my family's house and you're lying about, you're telling me that because Liv is seeing this guy and he was having a birthday party and Liv said it wasn't happening anymore, but then Kaylor woke up and saw Liv out at a club with Kendall and whatever. And then Kaylor there was a camera company who was offering a camera to Kaylor and Liv, and Liv lied to Kaylor saying that she bought her own camera, but really it was the camera the company sent, but Liv held on to it instead of sharing it with Kaylor. And then Liv told Kaylor she wasn't getting makeup and hair done for the filming of the show, and then she went and got makeup and hair done for the filming of the show. Like, if you've been in friendships like that, you know, like, you're on Kaylor's side. Like, that's weird
sure.
behavior from Liv.
Look, if we were going to an event and you like got a spray tan and your hair and makeup done and didn't tell me, I'd be like,
yeah.
what?
When was this show filmed?
They just filmed it.
Like recently.
Yeah, and like the last like
because
this
now
spring,
Kaylor has like a boyfriend like publicly, but like that's not that hasn't happened yet. Like on the show.
but I think it was like this spring they were filming. No,
I think they filmed it this spring. Yeah. It seemed like it was like around the like maybe April, May.
I thought they might have shouted out Chicks in the Office when they were like, "We've been doing all these brand deals. We've been doing this," and I was like, "Nashville,
the live show." I was like, "Ooh, is it coming?" Yeah, no. But I was definitely on Kaylor's side. I thought that was sort of weird of Liv to be lying to Kaylor like that. But then the rest of it, I'm like, the Janae and Connor drama, I'm just like, I don't care about that, you know?
Yeah.
Janae doesn't fuck with Connor.
right?
Cool.
Yeah, and we've known that.
And we know that, and she doesn't have to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Why is Connor on the show?
It's hard not to feel bad for Aaron watching it, like just in general, like his whole demeanor and like.
Freaking sad boy vibe
it's
though.
So
Does
true. He
like
literally deleted his social media. I got a dog.
He said like he just slept all day every day because he didn't want to like deal with anything. And Connor's like, "So you were depressed?" He's like, "Well, I don't know if I was." It's like,
yeah,
no, you were depressed.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't want to use that word, but he was like, I would just go to sleep because it was easier to like sleep instead of dealing with like
so he was
whatever.
depressed.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
for sure.
So that,
Yeah.
you got to feel for him.
No, right.
And then Kaylor was like, being like, oh, you did fuck up and whatever, and they were having a conversation which was so awkward. Like their initial conversation was, it was like, is this the way that they're editing this show? Like the two of them aren't speaking.
That's the one thing with like they do it on Love Island, but it's so clear when they like edit to make the conversation, they drag it out where they create these pauses where it's like those don't exist in like the real
right. They're just staring at each other and you're like, how long is this going on for?
right.
But you guys are just this can't possibly be the conversation, right? Yeah, I'll give it a C+. Like, I'll continue watching it, and I'm sure it'll get a little bit more interesting, but it was fine.
Yeah.
It was a nice Sunday filler. I started Animal Kingdom. I talked about that last week. I'm only a couple episodes in, and now Matt's away for a couple days for work, so I gotta wait till he gets back to continue watching it. But I will give it a B+ because I'm very interested. Quarterback on Netflix. I don't know how many episodes I watched, but Jared Goff and Joe Burrow and whatever. I'm enjoying
New
it.
season. Yeah.
I'll give it a B.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the insides of their lives. It is. And I watched Sinners again because now it's out on streaming. That's still an A+.
That with my family. My dad hated it.
Really?
Yeah. He's not like, he didn't know it was about vampires. And so he's not like, that's not really his type of movie. So the second he realized that it's like supernatural. I tried. My mom liked it.
There's so much more than just vampires.
Really
That's right. I
is.
tried
So
to
much
explain to
more.
him.
He just saw the vampires and was like, nope.
I'm out.
Yeah, no, I loved it just as much as I did the first time. I mean, my God, does Sammy just have an amazing
He's
voice.
got to start putting out his own songs.
Yeah. And then I started rewatching a couple episodes of Jersey Shore from season 1.
Oh.
It just is about that time of the summer.
Yeah.
God bless me, it's fucking summer.
Yeah.
Classic. You guys don't know that.
I didn't get the reference.
It didn't click for me there for a second. Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
I went on one ride. God bless me, it's fucking summer.
Yes.
That's obviously an A. Like those. I mean,
it just hits every time.
Watching. You're just like, how?
I don't think I've watched that first season in 10 years.
You're just like, how was this allowed on television?
Right.
Like this would never, ever, ever be.
It's
able
funny
because
you would think that it's like the opposite, where it's like now you have more freedom, like
No.
being off of TV. And stuff.
No. The way that they would fucking knock people out on the street dead cold and just film their bodies, like that, they wouldn't do that now. That
No,
would not fly.
No,
that would not fly.
No, it would not.
But wow, it is, and the way it's just wow, it is. It is solid reality TV though.
Yeah,
solid.
Yeah,
and that's everything I watched.
I'll give Love Island an A as well. I've been very, very locked in. Love Island UK, I am at I don't know what episode number it is, but I watched the Casa recoupling. So I watched them come back. I can't. It's just an interesting season, really, of Love Island UK right now for those that are watching it, because there are some guys on here that are just the absolute worst.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, yuck. It's like the way they talk to these women, like the way they talk to these ladies, it's so disrespectful. Ben is just like disrespectful and gross. And then Dejan is like the biggest, like, I don't really throw around gaslighter often, but like it's really bizarre to me, the couple that he, and I don't know, maybe more has happened. Obviously, this is as far as I'm at right now. But he has had time and time again where like somebody new comes in, he's flirty, and then like totally like if Meg like watched it, you'd be like, oh, I can't believe you said that. Then he comes back and he's like, oh no, I'm all for you. Like, it's just, ugh. And I don't like the way they talk about women, like when they're in their little boy group, just bad. And there's also a very clear separation of girl groups on this season. Like they don't fuck with each other. There's Shakira, Tony, there's Helena, Meg, and you know the other girls as well. Tony, I've gone back and forth on. She's the American that's on this season. And like sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't like that, but sometimes I'm like, oh, she like that was funny and I like her. And I don't like the other girl group more, which factors in. I think Helena like really moves in a weird way. And they're like kind of rude to them. And I love Shakira. I think Shakira is awesome. And I feel like she's handled everything that's happened pretty fucking well, because this guy Harry too has been an absolute madness as well. But I really like the UK season. Give it like an A-. I think it's really good. Worth catching up on.
I'm definitely gonna catch up this week.
Very good. I have this is crazy, but I have one episode of We Were Liars left. I just didn't have enough time to fully finish it, and the amount of like commentary I got from people that was like, "Oh my god, the last episode, like don't watch it in public," all these things. I was like, "Ah shit, I got to be like mentally prepared for this last episode." So I haven't watched it yet. But I watched like 4 to 7 because I think that's where I left off. It's good. I mean, my God, I can't wait to see what happens in the last episode. I feel like it's really building up to this last episode. I'll give it a B. It's been fine. It got better than that first episode when I was like, oh, this maybe might be too corny for me. And I watched Mission Impossible 3, picked up my Mission Impossible journey since I kind of put that on pause while we were away. I watched the third one, which is one that I have seen before. For sure, because I remember my dad really loved 3.
That's the Philip Seymour Hoffman one?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. That's like an A- MI3 for like, that's a really good movie to me. I think Philip Seymour Hoffman is so good in it too. What did I watch anything else? I think that's kind of it. Oh no, you know what I did watch that I haven't talked about at all? Kristen Cavallari's podcast tour show that was on it was on Peacock. Watched all of that. Very interesting. She had some up and down moments with these guests on these shows, because she certainly like pushed them to answer these questions or ask these questions, and some of them were not happy. A la Craig and Austin when they went on. I thought that was very interesting. Like they like walked off stage and Craig was like, "Take your mic off." Like it was like they were like that. I can't believe I did this. Like it was like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of crazy. But no, other than that, I thought that was entertaining too. And just from somebody like we do podcast shows as well, it's just really interesting to see like the behind the scenes of someone else doing it and her methods and like what they did with guests and all these things. So I thought that was good. I'll give that a B. I liked it. It was good. It was like short, sweet, easy, short episodes, nothing too crazy. And I caught up on The Valley, which it's kind of losing me a little bit at the end of the season.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was still going on. That's how much it lost me.
Yeah, it's kind of been losing me a little bit. Janet's just kind of been like really annoying me. I did love watching Kristen's engagement. I thought that was really like I'm just like happy for Kristen. And yeah, but like other than like, and you know, Jax is back from rehab, and it's just like annoying to see him. You know, it's just like it's a lot of different things. I'll give it like a C because I'm not so locked in. Half the time I'm like doing something else while I'm watching it too, because it doesn't really have my full attention. That's everything I watched. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin isn't exactly a salad in a pill, but it is formulated to help you fill key nutrient gaps that you might not be getting enough out of from your diet. Ritual is so easy to take. 2 multivitamins, morning, night, whatever works better for your routine. For me, I like to take them in the morning, get my day started. Ritual conducted a university-led clinical trial for their Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin to assess its efficacy. The results? It increased vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in just 12 weeks. Their Essential for Women 18 Plus multi contains 9 key nutrients and 2 delayed release capsules designed for optimal absorption per day. Ritual's Essential third-party tested for heavy metals and clean label project certified, so you know you can trust what you're putting into your body. Instead of striving for perfect health, aim for supporting foundational health. Get 25% off your first month only at ritual.com/chicks. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/chicks for 25% off.
I'll just give an honorable mention. This isn't like on TV, but I told you to watch it. But Paul Rudd on Rick Glassman, since you just brought up the podcast thing.
Oh, yes. I forgot
Rick
about
Glassman,
that.
his podcast is really funny, but Paul Rudd went on, and it's him, Paul Rudd, and Michael Cera, but they're all like, it's hard to explain, but they're all like in character. It's insane. Like, I would just recommend that everyone go watch that. Like, it's hilarious and
They're in
insane.
what character?
Like they're playing like, well, Michael Cera is in character as like Rick Glassman's assistant. Like, so he's just playing like his assistant. But Paul Rudd is like himself, but it just goes off the rails, and it's like, I would just go in like not knowing.
So Paul Rudd is like playing Paul Rudd.
Rudd's basically like
he's...
Paul Rudd's like coming on his podcast, and like for the first however long, you're like, yeah, it's just like a normal podcast, and then it just, I don't want to give it away because it's, if you're gonna go watch it, but it's so
Don't
funny.
give it away because
Yeah. But yeah, Love Island, I'll give an A-. Like, I think I was actually gonna give it lower, just like from the last few episodes, but the finale, like that Kristen Huda scene, like alone made the entire season worth it. Stick, the Owen Wilson show, I think I'm like an episode behind. But I'll give that like.
Oh, I've been watching that too. I forgot.
Yeah, I'll give that like a B+.
Yeah,
like
I'm definitely a few episodes behind.
I had watched like a couple episodes of Tires season 2. I never like really watched the first season. I'll give that like a B-. Like, just like a good like background type thing. Like, it's not really like up my alley, but Squid Game, I watched the whole thing. That's a C+. Like, I think they just we talked about it last week. But
Yeah.
They ran out of ideas. I finished The Bear the other day, season 4, and if I could just like rate specific scenes and episodes, there's definitely like scenes and episodes that would be like an A- or whatever. Yeah. But the season as a whole, I'm giving like a C+. Like,
tough.
It just they like waste entire episodes like that are very well done and well shot or well written, but it doesn't like move anything forward. It's just like, we're at the end of the season. I'm not giving anything away, but it's just like,
what happened?
He's always mad. Like, his life is terrible. The restaurant's always
never
failing.
working.
They're all yelling at each other constantly. It's just like exhausting to watch. And I'll keep watching it. I mean, the acting is good.
Will they get it together?
Yeah.
I mean, it keeps getting renewed, so
yeah.
I feel like they're gonna keep dragging out like the chaos. But yeah, C+. I watched this movie, The Luckiest Man in America, which is a true story about this guy who went on a game show, and he like studied the game show beforehand, so he memorized like all of the patterns, so he just couldn't lose, and he won like something like $100,000 like just by memorizing. Walton Goggins is in it. Paul Walter Hauser, is that how you say his last name? He's the main guy. It's a crazy story. The movie like kind of wasn't great, but I'll give it like a C. Superman, I'll give a B-, which in my mind is like high.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't expect to like Superman that much. But it was good. And I like the new guy. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, David.
Yeah.
Big Eagles fan.
Oh yeah,
Clips,
I think
clips
I did
of
see
them
that.
going viral this weekend. I'm talking about
I
Eagles.
saw like the clip of someone being like, "Who would do the tush?"
To tush push better.
Yeah,
Superman or
yours.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Beyond the Villa, I'll give a C. Like, it's good to see all those people on my screen again, but maybe it'll pick up. But at least for like the first 80% of it, I'm like, this just seems like so forced.
Yeah. I got a grade. I got a grade Bachelor in Paradise. I'll give that episode 1. I'll give a B-.
Wow, that's high.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think when the Goldens come in, it may go down.
I would think the opposite. I might start tuning in just for that.
Yeah.
Right, just to see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
I wasn't, like, I don't know. I saw a lot of critique and hate for it, and it didn't bother me that much, I will say.
Now that Love Island's over, it frees up so much time to watch other things that
It
I'm
really
excited
does.
to catch up on.
It's like, what am I going to do tonight?
I feel like,
at
I
8:30?
feel like I have so much to catch up on that I'm like, you know what? I'm glad.
Time to catch up on Love Island UK.
Yeah, Love Island UK, but I also want to watch Bachelor in Paradise. I want to watch the Paul Rudd thing. Like, I got to free up my time.
Yeah.
Maybe go for a walk now.
There's time to watch. There's time to watch.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up everything we watched this week. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so very much. Thank you for always supporting and watching, aka the best show on earth. I said aka. I didn't even say Chicks in the Office before that. It's the best show on earth. We love you guys, and we will be back this week. The timing will probably be a little out of whack because we're going to get those interviews out to you as soon as possible. But then we will be back to regularly scheduled programming next week with no more Love Island. So we love you guys very much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the gym.